Hey everyone, just walked out of the theater from seeing Heretic, the new A24 release starring Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. Topher Grace is also in the film, but it's mostly the first three are the main leads throughout the whole film. It's basically the story of two young Mormon missionary women going around trying to spread the word of the church, and they happen on the list of their places they were going that day. They end up Hugh Grant's house, and what precedes it is a discussion and debate about religion and a game of cat and mouse where these two young women have to try to figure out what he wants and try to survive, and that is Heretic. What's the like about this film? Well, Hugh Grant is awesome. He gives a great performance. He's charming. That British charm comes through, as we all know Hugh Grant can be, but he gives off a weird vibe. He never starts yelling or getting really crazy. It's almost that charming crazy where he's unnaturally calm through it all, even with everything going on, all his plans. He really gives a great performance here. So do the young ladies in this movie as well. They are great as well. But Hugh Grant really is the star of the show here. I mean, his performance is really great. And I've loved his choices as of the last 6, 7, 8 years. He doesn't, he's mostly known for rom-coms back in the day, but now like his work with Guy Ritchie and now this, I've loved his decisions, and he's great here. He really, really is. The direction's nice. It's a nice looking film. It's basically a one location film. I mean, early in the film we see outside of this house, but once they get to the house, it's basically the rest of the movie takes place in the house. And it's a very talkative movie. This is not a wham bam thank you thriller horror film. It really is not. There is a lot of talking, but is extremely well handled. And yes, he is trying to shake their faith. There is a lot of discussion about religion. Is it real? Is it not? And while some people might take that as slight on religion, I'm not an overly religious person. I have friends that are. I think this movie, even though he is trying to shake the core of their beliefs, I think it kind of lands somewhere in the middle at the end of the day if you really pay attention to what's going on. So I don't think a religious person would find it offensive at the end of the movie. Once everything wraps up, it kind of comes down in the middle. So I don't think it's going to offend anybody on that aspect of it. But the performances are great. It's really well shot by Brian Winston Scott Beck, who did Haunt, which is a really cool little horror film from several years ago. If you've never seen that, check that one out. They did that one as well. They wrote, produced, and directed this one. It's a really good film. I really enjoyed it, and I don't mind a talkative film if there's a lot of talking, if I find it interesting, and I found it severely interesting here. So I really enjoyed this film. I would give Heretic a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 out of the theater for Heretic. Are you interested in this film? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. That's it for this one. I'll see you soon. Bye.